My name is Umar, and I'm super happy to be your host for today. So, without wasting any more time, let's dive into the webinar because we have lots to cover. So, in today's agenda, we'll briefly talk about Ad Labs, which is our Google Ads agency. Then we'll talk a little bit about myself. Then we'll jump right into understanding Google Ads, and then we'll talk about a little bit about setting up for success and how to set up your Google Ads account. Then we'll talk into the creation of effective ads for your Google Ads campaigns. And the sixth section will cover the budgeting and bidding strategies. And then finally, we'll have the conclusion, key takeaways, and then the Q&A for the session. So let's jump right in. Just quickly audible to you guys. All right. So a little bit about our Google Ads agency, which is Ad Labs. We are a California-based Google Ads agency. We are hyper focused on Google Ads. We're Google partners. We are top rated on Clutch, and we provide different services all related to Google Ads, like Google Ads management, Google Ads audit, web design and development, and A/B testing services. I am your host for today's webinar. My name is Umar Nawab. I am Chief Strategist at AdLabs, and I head the overall operations with regards to the Google Ads management and services. I am a certified Google Ads expert and have extensive experience in managing, configuring, and optimizing Google Ads campaigns. So let's start with the first section, which is the understanding Google Ads. What is Google Ads? Let's talk a little bit about that. For those who are very new to Google Ads, this is very help. This should be very helpful. So Google Ads is an online advertising platform where advertisers bid to display brief advertisements, product listings, or videos to web users. So it's a bidding based system where advertisers bid on keywords essentially to get their ads on top of the search results page on Google and on different Google assets. Ads can appear in Google search results, which is the most common format for Google Ads. On YouTube, each one of us is always irritated by these YouTube ads, but yes, YouTube is a very important medium for Google Ads. And across the Google Display Network, which includes millions of websites and other Google Ads, Google assets as well. So you're already watching and interacting with Google Ads daily, whether you know it or not. You're watching. There are subtle differences between the search engine organic search results and the ads, which we will see shortly. But you're already interacting with lots and lots of Google Ads on a daily basis, whether you like it or not, and whether you know it or not. Some fun facts regarding the Google Ads. 65% of people click on ads when making purchases. So ads are pretty impactful and pretty workable in that sense, what I must say. 65% of people click on ads because these ads are displayed on top of Google search results. So they are pretty effective when it comes to the purchasing power by the customer. So most of the people click on ads because the ads are more attractive than the regular search results. They contain the relevant keywords that the person is searching for. So 65% of people click on ads when making their purchases. And the other fun fact is 7x more investment is made by ads than in SEO by businesses. So SEO, if you are aware, is search engine optimization. It's another way by which you can bring your brand or website on top of Google search results. But with Google Ads and the PPC campaigns, you can directly buy your place and you don't have to wait for 5, 6 months to get your results on top of the search results. So that is why businesses love Google Ads. 7x more investment is more made in ads than SEO by businesses. So there are certain type of key ad types. There are many ad types that Google Ads offers, but most of the prominent and the most common ad types that are being used by almost all of the advertisers are search ads, display ads, shopping ads, and video ads. So I've put in some examples. So for search ads, these are text-based ads that appear when users search on Google. If you can see this ad, this is an ad is when someone searches for pressure washing near me, this ad is shown that is for a pressure washing service provider. It looks like an organic search result, but if you can notice, there's a small text sponsored written over here, which shows that this is an ad. The other most common type of ad is display ads, which are visual ads that appear on Google's partner websites like YouTube, Gmail, and millions of other partner websites which have partnered with Google. So this is an example of a display ad in which you can show any display, any image that you want. Although there are certain image guidelines that you need to follow, but you can almost show any type of image uh, if it passes Google's certain policies. The third is shopping ads. These are the product listings that show up in Google shopping results. So whenever you search for a product name, like for example, Nike shoes, so you'll see some ads like this. There, it is also shown that these are sponsored ads, and then you can directly click on these images, product images, to go directly to the product listing page, and even on some pages, on some results, you can also buy directly and go to the checkout page of the respective shopping website. And the fourth one, the most common one, is the video ads, which are the ads that play before, during, or after other videos, mostly on YouTube. So we have all seen ads on YouTube. They appear before the actual video, after the actual video, and even within the in-stream video ads that we have to always skip. So how Google Ads can drive business growth for your business. So the number one benefit of using Google Ads for your business is targeted reach. You can show your ads to users actively searching for your products or services. So what do I mean by actively searching? These are called high intent users. So when I'm searching with a high intent keyword, like for example, buy Nike shoes or Nike shoes prices, that is a high intent keyword. It means that I'm ready to buy something. So that's why you can target those people on Google Ads, and then you can uh, basically target those users who are actively searching for your products or your services. Then we can see scalable results. You can easily scale your campaigns. You can start small with a budget of even $5 or $10 a day. We'll talk about budget in the upcoming slides as well. And then once you start getting results, you can easily scale your campaigns to increase the reach and impact of your campaigns. And maybe you can add multiple campaign types as well. And then the third one is the measurable ROI. You can track performance and optimize for better results. There's a whole portal available for Google Ads, which shows many metrics, which has basic features, as well as you can enter into an expert mode as well to see additional metrics. You can perform automations. You can do major integrations with major platforms as well. So it's very comprehensive, and it shows lots and lots of critical data with respect to your campaigns and your advertising initiatives. Setting up for success. So before you begin with Google Ads, before you even consider beginning with Google Ads or running ads with Google, there are certain things that you should take care of. Otherwise, your Google Ads budget will get wasted. You won't get the desired results, and then you'll think maybe Google Ads is not for you or for your business. So number one thing that you must ensure before running any campaigns with Google Ads is that your landing page, your website, your page where you want customers to land is designed correctly. What I mean by designed correctly is that it should be visible, it should contain all the keywords that the users is searching for. It should be the text, the copy on the landing page should be clear enough, understandable for the customers, and then it should contain the content. It should display the content in a way that is easy for customers to navigate, because Google gives points to all of those items, and then it also assigns a quality score to each landing page, so that if the quality score is low, your ad will not show, or your cost will become skyrocket, will become very high. Then the second point that you need to ensure is conversion tracking is set up correctly. So conversion action is any specific action that the user can perform on your website that matters to you. Like for example, if I am running a campaign for a lead generation business, and I want people to fill out forms on my website, so that is my conversion action. If I want people to sign up for newsletters, that is a conversion action. If I want people to buy something, that is a conversion action. So Google provides certain tags and scripts that you need to install on your website. That's a technical part that enable Google to track the conversions effectively. So if the conversion tracking is not set up correctly on your website, your conversion data may not be sent back to Google Ads, and your ad campaigns may not be optimized. The third most important problem that I've seen with the customers is that their forms or checkout is not working properly in all conditions. So what happens is that whenever someone clicks on their ad, they are charged for the clicks, and then when they fill the form, but the form is not working, so their conversion is not recorded, and their click gets wasted. So all of the money on their campaign gets wasted, and then they consider, oh, my all of the ad spend has been wasted, and I'm not getting any results. So you need to make sure that your forms and your checkout is working fine on the website. So another thing, unfortunately, with Google's advertising, there's a lot of bot traffic specifically designed to get money, extort money out of these ad campaigns. So there's a lot of bot traffic that also gets landed on your website. So you need to make sure that CAPTCHA, which is a technology to prevent bot submissions, is installed on your website, so that the prevent could the spam could be prevented. The other thing that is very important is that your website is optimized for mobile and tablet screens. So if your website is not optimized for mobile and tablet screens, what will happen is that Google will assign a low quality score on your ads and your campaign, and then your cost will be very high on your ads, will not be shown as frequently as they should to the target audience. So other than that, the one of the most important part is the website performance. Your performance should be optimized. Your page loading speeds should be good enough so that the page is loaded effectively for all types of users, whether they are on mobile, whether they are on desktop or on tablets. So you need to make sure your website is loading correctly. The images are being shown correctly on mobile, on desktop, so that Google does not assign a negative quality score on your campaign or ad or landing page. Otherwise, you won't get the desired results. So account setup essentials. So every Google Ads account, if you can see this diagram on the top, so every Google Ads account is organized in this manner. So there's a Google Ads account. Under that, you can define campaigns, and under each campaign, you can define an ad group, and then in under ad group, you can have multiple keywords that you can target. We'll talk about keywords in upcoming slides, and also you can contain multiple ads within an ad group. One important thing to consider is here is that the budget can only be controlled on the campaign level and not on the ad group or ad level. So what will happen is that if you have, like, for example, two services, and you want specifically to control the budget on those specific services, like for example, I have $100 to spend and I want $20 to be spent on one service and the other $80 to be spent on another product or service. So I'll have to then create two different campaigns. I cannot put in those two services or product categories into the same campaign. Otherwise, I cannot control the budget, and Google will automatically distribute the budget by itself. So generally, people don't want to do that. That is an advanced level thing. So what we suggest to customers is that to put all of their services in a single campaign, but separate the services by ad. Like for example, ad group for formal shoes and so on and so forth. So in that way, you can target specific keywords for your specific service that you're targeting or specific product category that you're targeting, and also you can define specific ads for that particular ad group, and then they do not do the keyword cannibalization. Like for example, one ad group is targeting keywords of the other ad group. You can exclude those keywords from their respective ad groups as well. So one important other factor is choose the right campaign type based on your goals. For example, search, display, shopping. We'll talk about this in more detail on the upcoming slides. And then one another important setting is that your location targeting is set up correctly. Target only those locations where you can serve your customers or can ship your products to. So what happens is that people start thinking like, oh, I'll target the whole world or the whole country. But what happens is that no amount of budget can target the whole world or the whole country, and then their budget starts getting wasted and they don't see any results. So the specific you're targeting is the more effective your campaign will be. So, for example, for local service providers, like for example, lawn service providers or washing service providers or cleaning service providers, they usually operate in a certain geographical radius along their service areas. So, what you can do is that you can define that specific city, county, or even state where you can serve where you can serve the customers, you can reach the customers, and then you can target those so that your ad is shown only to those peoples in that specific area and not to other people. For those service based businesses who can target anyone who work remotely, even then you should target a narrow geographical area, not too narrow, but somewhat narrow. Like, for example, you can target a whole state or maybe a whole country, but you then have to specify a large enough budget so that the whole country is covered. Otherwise, you can target specific cities, you can target specific states, and even you can target specific radius around your office location as well. If you're a very hypersensitive business serving in a very specific targeted geographical area. Most of the time, there are apart from that, there are certain location related features also available in Google Ads while setting the Google location options. So most of the time, you'll be fine with the location option, which is people in or regularly in your targeted locations. Let me quickly show you what I mean by this option on Google Ads interface. So this is a campaign that we are running for our own company. So there are different, this is a campaign setting screen. So there are different options like campaign name, conversion goals, customer acquisition, marketing objectives, campaign status, networks. So there are also the location options. I can target all countries and territories, which is not recommended at all. I can target United States and Canada, which is fine for a service-based business. I can target the whole United States as well. And if you can see, we are targeting United States, but we are also excluding certain states. So these are the states where we ran the ads, we ran the campaign for a long period of time, like for example, 1 month or 2 months, and then we saw that these states are not giving results, not giving good results to us. So we excluded these states. So we are now targeting a narrow area, like for example, out of 52 states, we have excluded these 30, 40 states, and we are targeting only 12 or 13 states that are giving us good results. So this is one thing that you should consider while setting up your campaigns. And other than that, you should also expand this location options and select this option. Google recommends this option, but we do not recommend this option because it's presence or interest. Like for example, it will target people who are in that geographical location along with the people who have shown any interest in your included location. Like for example, uh, if I am targeting New York and I have selected this option, so it will also target people who are not in New York and who are searching for something in New York. So it may work for some specific businesses. Like for example, if you're a rental car company and you're offering your services to tourists, so this option will work for you because every tourist may search for a rental car company before coming into New York. So they will show their interest in New York and they may search for rental car companies in New York. So this option may work for you, but in most of the cases, you should be fine with this option, which only restricts the targeting to people in or regularly in your included locations. So this is what I wanted to show you. And there are lots of other settings as well, which we may cover in some upcoming webinars because they are very, they need more time and details to share. So let me go back to the presentation quickly. All right, so let's move on. Some account setup best practices. So if you want to target high intent bottom of the funnel customers. So what I mean by high intent bottom of the funnel customer. So there's a sales funnel, which in which there is a top of the funnel and then there are the bottom of the funnel customers. So customers who are bottom of the funnel, it means that they are done with their research. They have identified the competitors. They have identified the prices, and now they are ready to buy. So these are called high intent customers because they have high purchase intent. And then they are also placed at the bottom of the funnel because these are the last stages. They are at the last stages of the sales cycle. So if you're targeting like most of the businesses who want their sales to increase, their revenue to increase. So if your goal is to get maximum number of leads and maximum number of purchases, you should opt for search campaigns and or shopping campaigns if you're running an e-commerce business. So other than that, some businesses have their goals as brand awareness. They just want to increase visitors on their website. They don't want people, they don't intend to maximize their revenues as of now. They just want to create some awareness of their brand and maximize the number of visitors to their website. So if you want to, they are called low intent customers, like which are researching on something or which are not actually ready to buy. So they are called low intent or top of the funnel customers. So customers who are researching and are not currently ready to buy. So you can go for display and video campaigns because these display and video campaigns bring in lots of other non-relevant data and customers as well. But they do a great job in increasing the brand awareness and showing because they are visual, so they are very effective in increasing the brand awareness and brand recall. If you're on a limited budget, go for search campaigns as you can directly target high intent traffic using specific keywords. So if you want just to increase your sales and revenue, you should go for search campaigns during the initial phases because you can then directly target high intent customers based on the keywords that you select. And then you can also one best practice is to uncheck the Google Search Partners and Google Display Network options. These are also present in the same campaign settings dialog. You should uncheck. You should exclude Google Search Partners and Google Display Network when setting up your campaign to prevent ad spend wastage. So what we have discovered and identified, if you include these Google Search Partners, your ads are shown on their search partners websites as well. And if you include Google Display Network within the search campaign, then your search campaign also becomes a sort of a display campaign as well. So there's a lot of ad wastage starts arising and coming if you check these options. So what we recommend is that you should always uncheck these Google Search Partners option and the Google Display Network Partners option if you're running a search campaign. And if you want to run a display campaign, you can always create a separate display campaign. That is fine. Uh, there are certain two types of additional campaigns that Google has recently launched, which are called Performance Max and Demand Gen. And they are pushing hard to everyone that you should start on Performance Max and Demand Gen. They are all AI based campaigns and they have practically no lever available to control their performance or optimize it. So everything with these campaigns is in Google's hands. And so we highly recommend and in fact strictly recommend to stay away from Performance Max campaigns if you're low on budget or don't have good conversion data in your account. Because if you're low on budget, so Google Performance Max takes lots and lots of budget, clicks, and data because they are completely AI based. So the more data they have, the better performance it will provide. But for accounts with low budgets, that data cannot be provided to the Performance Max campaign, so most of the budget gets wasted. Other than that, since it's AI based and your Google account is new or you don't have good conversion data in your account. So like, for example, if you don't have 20, 30 conversions in the past 30 months, in the past 30 days, so it will also get wasted because then the Google's algorithm won't know which type of customer is beneficial for your ad campaign and it may convert. So what we highly recommend is that you should start off with the search campaigns. And then once you have sufficient data and conversion data in your account and you have budgets available, then you should experiment with the Performance Max campaigns along with running the search campaign. Don't stop the search campaign because Performance Max also, this fact is not documented anywhere, but the Performance Max campaign heavily relies on the search campaign to optimize itself as well because it takes signals from multiple locations and the search campaign is also a source of signal for it. Google has not explicitly said that, but in their documentation, it provides hints that it is a power pair which should be run accordingly and in parallel, the search campaigns and the Performance Max campaigns. So one another best practice is to don't cram all of your keywords in a single ad group. A better strategy is to organize ad groups by service or by product categories, which this we have discussed in the previous slide as well. So I won't spend much time on this. So let's move on. So keyword research basics. Every campaign, search campaign is based on the keywords. So there are two specific words which you need to consider while setting up your campaign. One is the keyword and the other one is the search term. So keyword is a word or phrase advertisers bid on in their search campaigns. So like for example, if I'm running a pressure washing business or I'm selling shoes, so I can add running shoes as the keyword in my campaign. So whenever someone searches for running shoes or any phrase similar to that, my ad should be triggered. So that is called a keyword. So there's another term which is called a search term. Search term is a word or set of words a person enters when searching on Google. A search term often contains or is itself a keyword. So what does this means is that a search term may be a full keyword. Like for example, if I'm targeting running shoes and someone types running shoes, so it should be exactly matched. It will be exactly matched, and my ad will be triggered. But I can also search for if someone searches for like for example Nike shoes. So Google will automatically know that Nikes are a part of running shoes or a type of running shoes. So my ad can also trigger on this search term as well. So a search term may differ from the keyword, but Google links the search terms with the keywords to trigger the ads. We'll talk about and how it matches the search terms with the keywords. It is based on the match type that you have defined. This is in your control. You can define multiple types of match types, which we will discuss in the upcoming slide. That is a very important concept. Google's algorithm matches a search term with a keyword in your campaign automatically based on its match type. Use tools like Google Keyword Planner to find relevant keywords. You can see a screenshot of this Google Planner tool, which shows the number of keywords. Like for example, if the person is has entered the running shoes keyword, and Google is now showing the relevant keywords and their cost and their average monthly searches as well. So a lot of valuable data is provided in this keyword planner tool. So we'll cover this tool in our any upcoming webinar maybe, because it's itself the keyword research itself is a topic worthy of a full 1 hour webinar. Focus on high intent keywords. So like for example, if you're eager to get more and more sales and increase your revenue, so you should focus on high intent keywords that are most likely to convert. For example, if you're a pressure washing or cleaning business, so you can target either pressure washing service near me or you can target pressure wash only. So the problem with pressure wash only keyword is that it is a dual intent keyword. So someone just trying to know more about pressure wash can also search for pressure wash. But someone who is searching for pressure washing service near me is more likely to convert because he is specifically specifying his intent, their intent to get a service for pressure washing. So pressure washing service near me is more likely to convert than pressure wash. Keyword match type. So how Google matches the keyword with the search term, that all depends on the match types. So there are three types of match types that you can define. One is the broad match, then there is phrase match, and then there is exact match. For broad match is it reaches the widest audience. I'll just explain it via an example as well. Phrase match shows ads for searches that include your keyword in any order. So if you define it by phrase match, it will show the ad if the search term contains your keyword in any of the order. Exact match, as the name implies, it exactly matches the keywords, but it is not so exact anymore. Google has also broadened the exact match in for the past 1 year or so. So let's discuss this example, which is shown in the diagram. So if I'm a lawn mowing service provider and I'm targeting the keyword lawn mowing service, and I add this keyword as a broad match. So what will happen that its matching will be very loose. And if someone searches for lawn aeration prices, it is somewhat Google will understand that this search term lawn aeration prices is somewhat related to my keyword lawn mowing services, and Google will, and since I've defined it as a broad match, it will automatically match it. And my ad will be shown. But if I add this service, this keyword as a phrase match, so it will do some moderate matching. and then it will trigger my ad by these search terms like lawn mowing service near me, hire company to mow lawn, landscaping service to cut grass. So Google is already matching that, understanding that my keyword, these search terms contain my keyword, so they are triggering my ad. And then we have the exact match. By what exact match is that the search term should be of exact or similar meaning to trigger my ad. Like for example, if I enter this keyword as an exact match, so it will be triggered only by these two terms or similar sounding or similar meaning terms. Like for example, lawn mowing service, which is the exact match actually, and then grass cutting service. Google knows that grass cutting service is also similar, has a similar meaning of lawn mowing to lawn mowing service. So it will automatically trigger my ad if someone is searching for grass cutting service. So this is tight matching. Each of these match type has its own implications. Broad match matches more and more loosely matches these search terms, but brings in more and more irrelevant data. Phrase match is somewhat balanced. It brings in some irrelevant data, but it also catches the other relevant terms that may be relevant to my keyword, which I don't know yet. And the exact match is very specifically matching, but it may miss other keywords or terms that may be relevant to my service. So phrase match usually provides a good balance between cost per click, CPCs, and relevant search term matching. So the broad match has usually the lowest amount of cost per click, but the highest number of irrelevant search matches. Phrase match is a good balance between cost per clicks and the relevant search term matching, while exact match has the lowest number of irrelevant searches. You get lowest number of junk searches, junk data, but the cost per clicks is very high because Google knows that the exact match will bring the most relevant results for your search terms, for your keywords. So let's move on to the another section, which is creating effective ads. So ad copy is a very important aspect for your ad because that is the main thing that will be shown to the customer. So your targeting should be solid, and then your ad copy should be solid. And then finally, when the user clicks on your ad, then they should go to the web page, which should also be optimized for conversion. So it's a three-part journey. So the number one is the targeting. You should take care of the targeting. Then there is the ad copy and ad design, creatives, and then there is the landing page, which should also be optimized. So it's a whole journey. So if any piece of this puzzle is not working or not optimized, your results may not appear and you won't get the desired results and your ad spend may get wasted. So that is very important. Each piece of this puzzle is very, very important. Uh, so let's talk about the compelling ad copies, how you can create an effective ad copy. So number one, headlines. There are basically two things in any ad. If you can see this ad, which I have added as an example. So the blue part is the heading and the description is just below the headlines. And these things, these four links that you see below that, these are extensions. We'll talk about extensions in the upcoming slides. So for headlines, you should capture users' attention with clear, concise, and compelling headlines. Like for example, you should be very clear on what you're selling, what you're offering. Your headlines should contain an offer to capture the interest of the user because user is seeing four or five ads. Generally, when user searches for any keyword, top three positions are occupied by ads. So they are probably seeing your competitor ads as well. And what we have observed, a user usually clicks on two to three ads at the same time. So they just click and open it in different tabs, and then they quickly scroll through the landing pages. So your landing page should be optimized enough so that it should grab the attention, and there should be an offer on your landing page which should attract the customers. For descriptions, you should highlight key benefits and include a strong call to action, CTA. So call to action is that, like for example, buy now, shop now. These are call to actions. Call us now, contact us now, buy now, etc., etc. So descriptions should highlight key benefits and include a CTA. And even you can include a CTA in the headlines as well. Nothing can stop you. Nothing is stopping you to do that. from doing that. And then relevance, ensure your ad copy aligns with the keywords you're targeting. That is super important because when I search for a certain keyword, I expect and I will click on only those results which contain that keyword or a synonym for that keyword. Like, for example, if I'm searching for running shoes, if I have typed running shoes in the search bar, so I will be compelled to click on ads which contain this keyword like running shoes, jogging shoes, or similar sounding or similar meaning terms. So if you want your ads to be hyper relevant, ensure your ad copy aligns with the keywords you're targeting. So you'll have to be crafty about it. You'll have to be very creative about it. So how you can include your keywords while making sure that your ad copy makes sense, actual sense, and it's not some type of garbage. Otherwise, user won't click on that because he won't be able to then understand what your ad is actually saying. So best practices, use action oriented language, encourage users to take the next step like buy now, learn more, shop now, uh, compel them to act now because that is the only time when they are seeing your ad and then they would be gone forever unless until they search for your keywords again. Highlight unique selling points. What makes your offer stand out? How do you differ? How do you differ from the competition? So another strategy which some advertisers employ, they also bid on competitor keywords and then show what their USP is in their ads. So like for example, if you search for Pepsi, the Coke's ad may show up. And then if you search for Coke, Pepsi's ad may show up, and then they sort of counter the claims for the keywords that you're searching or their competitors' claims to USP. And then one important best practice is to use title case. Make your ads more prominent on all types of screen sizes by typing text in title case. What do I mean by title case? In title case, first letter of each word should be capitalized except for certain small words like the, and of. So how and why title case works? Because your ad is not only seen on big screens. It may be a person may be searching it using their mobile phones. And if you use all smalls or only the first letter is caps or sentence cases, it is difficult for the users to understand or read. So your users may be of old age, maybe they may be they may be visually impaired. That is the best practice to use title case in your ad copy. So like for example, there's an example of this ad. So if you can see, all of these things are in this ad. Like for example, they're using action oriented language. Like you can see start shopping. They are compelling the users to start shopping now. Then they are highlighting unique selling points. So natural skincare, that is their unique selling point. 25% off is their unique selling point. There's an offer in their headline. And then there, if you can observe that they are also using the title case. Every single word starts off with a capital letter O, then S, then M, then W, then U, then T, then B, then S. So this is the best practices. This ad is following all of these best practices. Let's move on. You should create at least two responsive search ads per ad group with different ad copy. So what do I mean by responsive search ads? Responsive search ads are a new breed of ads that is now standard for all Google Ads campaigns. So what happens is that Google does not create the ad does not allow you to specify the complete ad by yourself. They ask you to provide different headlines and multiple headlines and multiple descriptions in any order, and then it automatically merges those headlines and descriptions to create unique combinations of the ads, and it quickly tests those ad combinations using their algorithm. So for example, if I'm creating a responsive ad, so Google, I'll be able to define these headlines and 10, 12 other headlines as well. Like for example, 25% off select moisturizers is one heading, and the wake up to beautiful skin is another heading. So I can also specify multiple headlines, different combinations, but I cannot control right now that which combination will be shown when. And then I'll have to specify three, four, five descriptions that I will have to provide separately. And Google will automatically match those with the keywords, with the search terms, and then it will create a unique combination every time an ad is triggered, and then it will let us know that which combinations is working and which are not working very effectively. So these are called responsive search ads. So it is always a best practice to create at least two responsive search ads. You can, by the way, you can create up to three responsive search ads in any ad group, but it is a best practice to create at least two responsive search ads so that you can perform A/B testing. So you can take an approach of ad copy in one responsive search ad, maybe highlight the benefits more, and in the other responsive search ad, you can highlight the unique selling propositions, or you can pay more focus on your offer, or pay your more focus or add more focus to the call to action CTAs. In that way, you will see after some time when Google is collecting has collected sufficient data, you can see which of your ads is performing better, and then you can perform A/B testing. You can pause one ad and then you can create another ad, and then this A/B testing cycle will continue. Enhancing ads with extensions. So extensions are additional information that you can add on your ad, and then it will be automatically triggered when Google finds it relevant to be shown to the customer. Like, for example, if this is an ad, so this is the headline, this is the description, but along with this, there is certain additional information that is available as well, like 14-day free trial. This is extension which has been automatically added. You need to define an extension separately, and then at runtime, when the ad is triggered, Google automatically adds that extension to your ad. It extends your ad with that extension. And other than that, you can see content creation tools, free hashtag generator, affordable pricing. These are also extensions. So, and these links that you see, these are also extensions. So what extensions allow? Extensions allow you to capture the most real estate on the search engine results page. So if you can see, this ad is taking a whole bigger space on the search results page. So it has already become more prominent for the customers, and they are more compelled to click on it since it's more prominent, and it's actually in front of their eyes, in their face actually. So use extensions to capture the most real estate on the SERP, search engine results page, which is the page Google displays when you search for anything. And then also try to include at least six site link extensions per campaign or ad group. So at least six extensions should be included in any ad group. The more the better. You can include as many as you want. I think the limit is up to 30 or 20. But the more extensions you include, the more chances that your ad will take bigger space on the search engine results page, and then users will be more inclined to click on them. So make sure to use descriptions with your site links as well. Descriptions are the site links. These are the descriptions along with the site link. Site link is to choose the right plan. You can define a link which the user can click and go to maybe a different page on your website. And then this is the description that is shown. And then you should make sure that these descriptions are provided because they are also shown on the pages to capture users' attention. So these are the extension types that Google allows. These are the most common ones. There are certain other extension types as well. So like, for example, there are site links. Site links are these. You can, if you can see, choose the right plan, schedule your content. These are the site links. Call extensions display phone number directly in the ad. Site links show links to specific pages on your website. And then location extensions, address and map of your business, show the address and map of your business. If you are already maintaining a Google Ads profile, you can link your Google Ads location, your Google Maps location with your ads. And when someone searches, it shows your map location along with the ad. So it also creates an authoritative or proof of concept or a social proof, as I may say, on your ad, on your campaign, on your brand. So call outs are the extra text that highlights features or benefits. These are the call outs that are highlighted with the red boxes. Images, you can also display images along with your ad. So if whenever Google seems appropriate, they also show these images, which can represent your brand, which can show your logo, which can show your people doing your services, or any other thing that you want to show. Although there are certain restrictions, like for example, you cannot show any image with an overlay of text as well. But generally, any type of stock image or general photos may work. Structured snippets also are assets that highlight specific aspects of your products and services. Like, for example, if you have a services catalog, if you're a restaurant, you're offering a menu, you can add that menu items or service catalog to the structured snippets. Another important factor is that Google now requires every business to advertiser to verify itself. And once you verify your business, you have to upload some business related documents to Google Ads. And once you're verified, you can define and add your business name and logo on the ads as well. So if you can see on this ad, there's a logo being shown. So this advertiser is verified. That's why the logo is being shown. But it's not a guarantee that the logo will be shown every time your ad is triggered. But if your business is verified and you're as an advertiser, you're verified by Google, your logo may appear. Otherwise, you're not even allowed to upload the logo. Let's move on. Uh, let's talk about the budgeting and bidding strategies. Optimizing budget allocation. So you can set a daily budget for each campaign to control your spending. Google calculates monthly spend by multiplying your daily budget by 30.4. This is a formula that they use and can spend up to 2x your daily budget per day. But the overall monthly spend will be under this formula. Like, for example, if you set $10 a day budget, so you can spend, Google will spend at max $304 and not more than that. So that's how Google will calculate how much it can spend over a period of 30 days, and then it will manage all the budget accordingly. And on some days the budget may go up to 2x your daily budget per day, so you don't have to worry about that. If you have set a daily budget of $10, be assured that you won't be charged more than $304 per month. And on some days you will be charged $20. On some days you may be charged $5. You on some days you may be charged $9, and on some days you may be charged $10 as you have set the daily budget. But be assured that Google will automatically manage and it won't go beyond this monthly ad spend budget. As a rule of thumb, that is this point is very important. People always ask me that how much budget we should dedicate for our Google Ads campaigns. So there is no one size fits all answer to this, because the answer is it depends. So what it depends is that every industry has its own standardized, because it's a bidding system. So every industry has a certain cost of their keywords. For some industries, the cost per clicks, that CPCs, are very low. Like, for example, some industries have cost per clicks in 30 cents, like 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents, or maybe $1. But for some industries, what we have seen, the CPCs are sky high, exorbitant. We have seen CPCs going up to $50, $60 per click. So that is what bidders are spending per click, $60 per click. So when someone clicks on your ad, your $60 are gone. So that's a very those industries are the ones which are very expensive, which have high ticket sizes and other bidding related matters. But it depends. So as a rule of thumb, you should set a daily budget that results in around 10 clicks per day, or maybe more. But if you set a budget that is only bringing only 1 or 2 clicks per day to your website, you won't get any conversions. That is for sure. So if you have when you do keyword research, you'll see what CPCs are coming in with your keywords, and you should pick those keywords which have good market share or impression share, like, for example, good number of searches. Along with that, their CPC should be low enough and within your budget, so that you can get at least 10 clicks per day. If you set it too small, your campaign will not get optimized. Google heavily relies on the AI based algorithms, and the AI based algorithms need data to get optimized. Otherwise, if do not have data available, your campaign will not get optimized. You won't get any conversion. Then your money will get down the drain. Allocate more budget to campaigns that are performing well. Of course, this is common sense. If you're running 2 or 3 campaigns, one of them is delivering results, their cost per acquisition CPA is low, then you should invest more in that campaign. And if some campaign is not delivering results, you should either reduce its budget or maybe even pause it altogether or remove it altogether. And you can adjust your budget based on campaign performance and business needs. You can monitor and change your budget anytime you want, but beware, don't change your budget very frequently, or your Google algorithm will go bonkers and it won't get optimized. So when increasing or reducing budget, don't make drastic changes to it. Like for example, some people make 100% increase in budget or reduce the budget by 50%, 70%, 60%. So they disturb the whole algorithm optimization that is being done behind the scenes by Google, because it's all AI based. So when increasing or reducing budget, don't make drastic changes to it. Increase or reduce it not more than 10 to 15% per day. Even 15% is more. If you, for example, if I want to increase my budget by 100%, so what I'll do is that I'll increase it 10% on one day, then I'll wait for maybe 1 day or 2 days, then I'll increase it 10%, and then I'll wait for a day, and then I'll increase it 10%. This is how I will be approaching this budget increase, so that the algorithm does not get disturbed due to that. Let's talk a little bit about bidding strategies. Bidding strategies is also a very comprehensive and deep topic, and worthy of a whole webinar session, which we cannot cover in today's session. We have limited time. But let me touch the tip of the iceberg for you guys. So the number one, there are three broad types of bidding strategies. The first one is the manual bidding, in which you set the bids, you control everything. Second one is automated bidding, in which Google automatically sets the bids according to your daily budget. And the third one is the smart bidding, in which is similar to automated bidding, but Google sets the bids, but it also considers some smart signals, additional signals. Like for example, they know the user's search history, they know the user's location, device, and there are other hidden signals as well, which are not disclosed by Google. So each of this bidding strategy has its own pros and cons. So manual bidding gives you maximum control, but it's not so effective these days, because the Google's algorithm is now heavily relying on AI based and automated strategies. So usually manual bidding is in decline. Not many people use it, but you can still use it. But in future, we suspect that manual bidding will be removed altogether. So in that, there are two types of strategies available. One is manual CPC and the other one is enhanced CPC. Manual CPC, as the name implies, it's you just set the CPCs, cost per click biddings manually. Like for example, I want to bid $5 on this keyword. I want to bid $7 on this keyword. I want to bid $3 on this keyword. Enhanced CPC is similar to manual CPC, in which you set the bids, but Google automatically increases or decreases your bid based on the bid you have set to get conversions if it thinks that this user may convert. So it's somewhat combination of smart bidding, some smart bidding with manual CPC. And the other one is the automated bidding, in which Google sets the bids. There are two main strategies available. Maximize clicks. Google tries to get maximum clicks, maximum number of clicks for your budget. So for example, if you set a $10 a day budget and the average CPC in your industry is, for example, $1, so you'll be getting 11 clicks a day, 12 clicks a day, 9 clicks a day. So it will try to get as many clicks as possible. Target impression share, that is another automated bidding strategy. Impression share means the number of times your ad was shown when it was eligible to be shown. Like for example, if you're targeting running shoes, for example, and running shoes keyword, someone is searching for running shoes keyword 10 times in a day. And so your ad is eligible to be shown 10 times, but your ad is shown two times. So your impression share was 20%. So in target impression share, what you say that my budget is this and I want to target 30% market share, impression share, sorry. So Google will try to achieve that impression share while remaining in your monthly and daily budget. Then we have smart bidding. This is the most advanced level of bidding strategy, but it requires the conversion data to be present in the account. If you do not have conversion data present in the account and your account is just brand new, you won't get good results with these smart bidding strategies. So for smart bidding strategies, you have maximized conversions. Google will use its signals and set automated bids to get the maximum number of conversions while remaining in your budget. Other one is maximize conversion value. This is primarily suited for shopping campaigns because Google can instantly know what is the cost of the product that the customer is buying. So you can ask Google or tell Google to maximize its conversion, your conversion value, and get the most value or return on the ad spend for your budget. Then another one is the maximize conversions with target CPA. This is another advanced level strategy in which you tell Google that I want a target CPA. What CPA means is that cost per acquisition. So cost per conversion or cost per acquisition is CPA. So like for example, if I'm in a lead gen business and I want all of my leads to come under $100. So I can set a target CPA of $100 and then I can instruct Google to bring in those conversions only, which result in $100 cost per acquisition. So Google will spend wisely and will try to achieve that CPA while remaining in my monthly and weekly budget, daily and monthly budget. And then finally, for shopping campaigns, the maximize conversion value with target ROAS. What do you mean by ROAS? ROAS is return on ad spend. So like for what do I mean by return on ad spend? Like for example, if I'm spending $100 on ad spend and $100 on Google Ads, and I'm getting $200 in revenue. So my ROAS is 200%. So what I can do is that this is more suitable for shopping campaigns as well. So what I can do is that I can tell Google that you should maximize the conversion value, but I can also tell them the target ROAS that I want to achieve. Like for example, I can say uh, maximize my conversions, but keep my target ROAS at 300%. So Google will optimize the bids accordingly and will try to get as close ROAS to 300% as possible. But these are advanced level strategies, and unless you have lots and lots of conversion data in your account, these target CPA strategy and target ROA strategy won't work. And also, these strategies require at least 5 times budget of your daily budget of your target CPA. Like for example, if you want to set target CPA of $100, so you should set a daily budget of $500. So it places less restrictions on budget. You need big budgets for these, and you also need lots and lots of conversion data. Otherwise, these targets won't be achieved. Google Ads tips and tricks for new campaigns. The following bidding strategy approach is recommended. If you're just starting with Google Ads, so we recommend that you start with maximize click strategy so that Google can get as many clicks with your budget and they can also get as many data available for your campaign because uh, any Google Ads campaign needs lots and lots of data. It's very data hungry to get itself optimized. And then you should also provide audience signals to your Google Ads campaign to guide the algorithm. Like for example, it can observe certain audience segments which are relevant to your business, which may convert easily by your services and business, which may need your services, so that the Google Ads can optimize very quickly. Once you start with maximize click and start getting conversions, like for example, you start getting 10, 15 conversions in a month, you can then switch to maximize conversions. Then Google will have sufficient data. It can understand that look, these type of customers can convert for this business. So if you have 10 to 15 conversions in your account for the past 30 days, you can switch to maximize conversions. And when you have sufficient budgets available, you start getting good conversions. Like for example, you have at least 30 conversions in during the past 30 days, you can then switch to target CPA because then the Google Ads algorithm will have enough data to optimize for your target CPA. Otherwise, it won't optimize. Your performance will do better one day and then it will dip another day. So it will be chaos all over. So just to recap, start with maximize clicks. Then when you have 10 to 15 conversions, go to maximize conversions. And then when you have at least 30 conversions in the past 30 days, you can then switch to, and you have big budgets available, then you can switch to target CPA. For what do I mean by big budgets? You should do at least twice the budget or 5x is recommended, but at least twice the budget of your CPA. Like, for example, for the past 30 days, if your CPA that is coming along is $100, you should at least set a daily budget of $200 per day. Performance. Finally, when your campaign is launched, how do you measure and analyze your campaign? Tracking and key metrics. So conversions and conversion tracking. You can set up conversion tracking to measure the actions that matter the most to your business. Use a tool like Microsoft Clarity to track user behavior across your landing pages. So conversion tracking is very important. If conversion tracking is not set up in your account, in your on your web page, landing page, so Google won't know which of the customers are converting and when. So your ads will not be optimized, will not your account will not give the desired results, and your ad spend may get wasted. Another thing, very important, very good tool that is available in the market for free is Microsoft Clarity. You can search it on Google. So what Microsoft Clarity does is that it installs a script on your website, and then it starts recording the sessions. It starts making video of what people are actually doing on your website or landing page. So you can track which of the customers came into your website via Google Ads and what they did. So it gives you very good insights that on which buttons they are clicking, on which pages they are going, which it also provides heat maps. Like for example, you can see where the people are clicking the most. Sometimes what happens is that people get distracted or get confused by the color combinations or buttons on a website, and they start clicking at places which are not relevant at all, and they these are called rage clicks. So you can also see the heat map where the person is clicking and what information they're searching for on your website. And then once you start getting more and more visitor logs and visitor recordings, you can optimize your landing page according to their needs. So it will help you in quickly optimizing your Google Ads. Once you start getting data, there is a whole plethora of metrics you can monitor in your Google Ads account. Like you can monitor click-through rate, you can monitor cost per click, you can monitor conversion rate, you can monitor return on ad spend. There are other numerous metrics that you can monitor, but these are the key metrics that you should monitor. That what's happening with your campaign. Like the click-through rate. Click-through rate is the percentage of people who click on your ad after seeing it. Like for example, your ad was shown to 100 people and only one person clicked it, so your click through rate is 1%. Different industries have different click through rates. You can search for the average click through rates on the internet, and then you can see your industry's standard click through rate. So you should always aim for a click through rate that is greater than the industry average for your industry. Other metric is the cost per click, CPC, how much a click is costing you. So the average amount you pay for each click on your ad. These benchmarks are also available for every industry. So you should see whether you're getting higher CPCs for your ads or lower CPCs. There are certain strategies to lower the cost per clicks, which we may cover in some other webinar, maybe because it is also a detailed topic to discuss. The third metric that you should monitor is the conversion rate. Conversion rate is the percentage of clicks that resulted in a desired action. Like for example, if 10 people clicked on your ad and then three of them filled out the form that you wanted them to fill, you basically converted. So your conversion rate is 30%. So 10 people clicked your ad, three converted. So your conversion rate is 30%, which is, by the way, a very good conversion rate. And then finally, return on ad spend, ROAS. This is easier to calculate on shopping campaigns, but you can also calculate it on lead gen campaigns because the whole sales cycle, if you assign specific revenue amounts on specific cycles to your lead gen campaign, you can also calculate the return on ad spend. That is very important because otherwise, if you're not getting a good return on ad spend, then there is no point in running the Google Ads campaigns. So as a general practice, if your ROAS is less than 200%, then maybe it's time to rethink your Google Ads strategy, and you're maybe probably wasting your ad spend. Some fun facts again. 3.17% is the average click-through rate in Google Ads across all industries for search campaigns. So this is basically 3.17 is the average click-through rate for all industries. Different industries, some of them are higher, and some of them, some industries, the CTR, the click-through rate is lower. But this is the average, 3.17. Like for example, if the ad is shown to 100 people, around 3.17% of the people click it, or three people generally click on the ad, because there is so much noise, information noise for every person. So the click-through rates are usually lower. 2.69 is the average cost per click in Google Ads across all industries for search campaigns. So on across the average cost for a click is $2.69, but it varies greatly between industries. In some industries, it is a few cents on search campaigns, and in some industries, I've also seen uh, cost per clicks shoot up to $150, $200 maybe. Like for example, one click and $200 are gone. So it's crazy out there in some industries. Interpreting data for optimization. Optimizing is a very important part. So uh, optimizing should encounter for at least 70 to 80% of your advertising efforts. And it is not something that you fire and forget. Google Ads is not something you just create and then launch and then forget about it and it will run itself. No, you need to optimize it on regular basis. Some of these tasks need to be run on daily basis. Some of these tasks need to be done on weekly basis. Some of these tasks need to be run on maybe twice a week, and some of these tasks need to be done on monthly basis, and some of these tasks, optimization tasks, need to be done on a quarterly basis. So optimization is also a very detailed topic that cannot be covered fully in today's webinar, but I can explain some key points. So you should look for patterns in performance over time, like whether your performance is downgrading, it is deteriorating, or it is becoming more and more efficient or not. And you should consider longer periods of time. Don't focus yourself on a few days only or a specific day only. So you'll see these patterns if you go beyond 30 days, like for example 2 month period, 3 month period, or maybe at least 30-day period, so that you can see a pattern forming. If you monitor your performance on a very short amount of time, you may not be able to gauge these patterns correctly. Consider conversion delay when reviewing performance. What do I mean by conversion delay? Conversion delay is the time a person takes from clicking an ad to converting, and it is different with different industries. So for some industries like low ticket items, shopping campaigns, you're running an e-commerce store which is selling, like for example, stationery worth a few bucks maybe. So the conversion delay, there won't be any conversion delay. So people will click on the ad, go to the website, they'll just buy whatever they're looking for. There is no conversion delay. But in some industries like lead generations, like high ticket items, cars maybe, so there may be a delay, or some product areas like there is a significant delay between the person clicking the ad and then taking a decision. So you should consider the conversion delay while reviewing the performance. If there's a delay of, for example, 5 days between the clicks and the conversions, Google shows this data, by the way, and then you can see if there's a delay between of 5 days. So you should remove the last 5 days from your performance analysis and see the data earlier than 5 days, because the 5 days data is not complete. It is not fulfilled yet. Google is yet collecting data for that. So the conversion delay is very important metric to consider when evaluating performance. Regularly review search terms and add negative keywords to your campaigns. The the same level of importance should be given to the search terms that you're targeting, as well as the same number of importance should be given to negative search terms or negative keywords. So as your campaign goes along, you'll you can see search term report for which against which your ads were triggered. So you'll see lots and lots of junk or irrelevant terms in that as well. Whether you're and it's irrespective whether you're using broad match, you're using phrase match, you're using exact match. That is a standard way of Google's. They always bring in lots and lots of irrelevant search terms, lots and lots of junk data. It is very huge. There are lots and lots of irrelevant terms in broad match, a little reduced with phrase match, and a little further reduced with exact match. But all of these match types bring in irrelevant terms. So you need to constantly monitor the search terms report and add negative keywords to your campaigns so that your ads are not triggered against these terms. So you need to add, it is usually when the campaign is its initial phases, it is recommended to do this negative keyword addition every 72 hours or 48 hours maybe. And as you progress forward, your negative keyword list will start accumulating, and then your searches will become more and more relevant as you keep on adding these, excluding these negative search terms. A/B testing tests different ad copy, landing pages, and bidding strategies to see what works best. So A/B testing is a constant part, should be a constant element of your campaigns. You should always be testing different ad copies. As I said, you should create at least two responsive ads in each ad group. You should have your web developer at ready to create multiple versions of your landing pages so that you can bring multiple people to different landing pages, and then you can gauge what they are performing, what they're doing on different landing pages, and what their conversion rates are with respect to these landing pages. And you can also even test different bid strategies. Like for example, you can create a separate campaign, and also there is an experiment option in Google Ads as well, which allows you to parallelly test different bid strategies in a single campaign. Continuous improvement, regularly review and refine your campaigns for better results. As I said, it is not a fire and forget type of thing. You should keep on reviewing and optimizing your campaign as you go. You should optimize on other aspects too, such as location, schedule, and devices. As I showed in my Google Ads account, uh, you should optimize on location as well. So after some period, review your location report and see which of the locations are converting, which are not converting. You may find some locations which are not converting at all and just wasting your ad spend. So you can exclude those locations so that your ad is not triggered on those locations. You can also specify schedule. Like for example, if you're targeting people if you're a B2B service provider, for example, so you know that people will search for your services during their office hours. So you can specify a schedule, like you can run your campaign Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. only. So that your ad is shown only to relevant people, and maybe not someone who is trying to search for something else at 3 a.m. in the morning. And also, Google also provides you the opportunity to optimize for devices as well. Like for example, if you know that your website is not correctly optimized for mobile right now, you can exclude mobile devices, and then your ad won't be triggered to people who are browsing the Google Ads or searching for your keywords using their mobile devices. And you can exclude tablets as well, or you can even exclude desktops as well. Let's move on to the conclusion. Key takeaways from today's webinar. Google Ads is a very powerful tool. If used correctly and set up correctly, it can significantly grow your business by reaching to the right audience. But at the same time, it can also be a huge ad spend waster. It can waste lots and lots of money. One of our customers, before coming to us, they spent $18,000 on their campaign, lead gen campaign, and they didn't get us even a single lead out of that. And when they came to us, we did a complete audit for those guys, and then now they're getting conversion, and their conversion cost per acquisition is closer to $200. So they're getting a lead of around $200 or so. So they're very happy, by the way, with our services. A well-structured account and targeted keywords are essential for success. Obviously, if your account is well-structured and your targeting is good, you can start seeing results as early as in within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe. Compelling ad copy and the right extensions can boost your CTR and conversions. Ad copy is very important, very essential. CTAs are very important. Relevant data, relevant landing pages is very important. Targeting is very important. And then you should optimize your budget and choose the right bidding strategy to maximize ROI. Uh, Choosing the right bidding strategy can also positively or negatively affect the performance of your campaigns and accounts, so choose it wisely. Continuously track performance and refine your approach to improve results. As I said, optimization is a continuous work, not a one-time thing. Uh, do optimize frequently and regularly. Some bonus content that you can access right now. We'll be sharing this deck with you guys along with the recording of this webinar as well, so you can keep it in your as a copy. Other than that, you can always log on to our blog. We regularly publish blogs on different avenues, different aspects, and then you can see our insights and in-depth guides on Google Ads. Since we are hyper focused on Google Ads, all of the content that you see on our insights page or on blogs, that is all of the content is related to Google Ads and nothing else. Finally, we have a special offer for our webinar attendees for today. If you are a business owner and you want to focus solely on your core business and you want pros to handle your Google Ads setup, we can handle your Google Ads for you, and we are offering a generous 20% off on our services for the first 3 months of our engagement. And we believe in no lock-in contracts. So if you sign up with us, you can cancel anytime. We are a subscription-based service provider. So you sign up with us and you don't see a fit with our services during the first month, you can just cancel without asking any questions. We won't ask you any questions on that. So we're offering a 20% off on our services for the first 3 months, during which our certified experts will make sure you get the maximum return on investment out of your Google Ads investment. And one another benefit of going with us is that you'll get a $500 in Google Ads credit when you sign up with us. This offer is only for new Google Ads account that engage with us, and we'll help them setting up the Google Ads account from scratch. So yeah, let's move on to the Q&A. Let me briefly stop sharing. You can share your Q&A if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to answer those. So there's no question submitted right now. If you guys have any questions, you can post it now, or you can even contact us after this webinar if you have any specific questions, and we'll be able to help you guys out. So no questions for today. All right. So let's move on to the final slide, which is the thank you. And thanks a lot to you guys for bearing me. I may have spoken very fast during today's webinar. So thank you for bearing with me, and I hope you have learned a good deal with respect to Google Ads. And we are planning to conduct more and more in-depth webinars very soon. So we'll keep you guys posted, and we'll also reach out to you with the recording and a copy of this deck. So thank you all for attending today's webinar, and we'll see you soon again in our next webinar. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye.